So Savely asks, my question is about mix bus compression. I'm struggling a lot with it, and almost every time that I decide to use it, I end up with a ruined mix. Dude, I've been there, believe me, for many years before I kind of got a grasp on it. During the instrumental part, it sounds nice and solid, but as soon as vocals kick in, all of the instruments become quieter. Even with 2 to 4 dB of gain reduction, auto release, slow attack. Such an unpleasant thing. I understand how compression works and how to use it for sound shaping, but this mystical glue turns out every other time. Okay, well, dude, here's the trick with master bus compression. For me, I don't slap it on at the end of my mix. It's an integral part of my mixing process from very early on, sometimes even during the rough mix phase when I'm not even using any compression on my individual tracks. So for example, what I like to do if I'm starting a mix from scratch that I didn't record myself is I'll use only high pass filters on all of my individual tracks. I'll get a rough balance going, and then I will apply my mix bus compression. So all of my mixing decisions are made through the mix bus compressor. It's very difficult to slap a mix bus compressor on at the end of the process because it'll always end up sounding weird and almost like you're hurting the mix. And that's a very common phenomenon. A lot of people have that issue. I don't like to hit my mix bus compressor that hard. For me, it's like you mentioned 2 to 4 dB, but there are guys out there that, go up to 8 dB of mix bus compression because they're just comfortable slamming it throughout their whole mixing process. I prefer a little less compression, but even with that being said, it rarely will work for me if I slap it on at the end. I have to be making the majority of my mix decisions through the mix bus compressor because it's affecting the overall tone and vibe of the mix, and also your individual levels themselves and all of your automation moves. So hopefully that makes sense. Now, if you're looking to improve the sound of your mixes, it's critical to have a firm grasp on solid EQ and compression techniques. And this is why I'm offering you direct access right now for absolutely free to my crisp and clear heavy mix formula. The heavy mix formula is comprised of 3 main components: an EQ and compression cheat sheet that contains all of my starting points when it's time to mix a heavy production. Within the cheat sheet, there are clickable links to private mixing tutorials for all of the main instruments within a heavy production. And finally, there's a clickable link below each of the individual tutorials so you could download the exact same multi-tracks that I'm using so you can mix along with me. Again, the crisp and clear heavy mix formula is absolutely free, and there's a link below that you can click and you can have direct access right now. And until next time, happy mixing.